Hey everybody, back with a new episode of The X-Files. Last episode, Monica almost died by a serial killing doctor,
Yep.
but was saved by really sweet lady,
Mm-hmm.
Audrey Polly. And, her and she and Doggett.
Yeah.
There's definitely...
What is it? What was it called in the newspaper? Misconnections.
But it's like worse than that. It's a choice he made.
Yeah. They seemed like they had like a knowing like exchange of looks at the end of that.
Yeah, but it didn't, that was another opportunity just to do it, just to go for it.
And they're like, still no, huh?
Still no.
All right, so it's going to be, I guess.
But I mean, it's not even that I'm necessarily even rooting for it.
Right.
But just, shit or get off the pot,
How are you supposed to get off the pot with somebody you work with every day?
That's probably, yeah. I mean, that was kind of Mulder and Scully's whole thing. But this next episode is called Underneath, which sounds maybe spooky. Mm-hmm. Please be spooky in this holiday season. But that doesn't really give me anything.
It's X-Files, so.
Yeah, but then sometimes the episode start is bright, and
that's
you're
true,
like, that's not the vibe. But Underneath definitely feels like...
When they're in the desert.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, it sounds...
like...
underworldy, beneath.
Yeah.
Worm fingers.
All right, let's get into it.
Please, do your damn job.
Can I help you? I think you got the wrong house, buddy.
Oh, this is not good.
That's your work order.
I mean, that's definitely what he was sent in there to do, but to not even, be aware of it? Oh, no, the whole fucking family?
Come on, Marty.
How were the cops already there?
That's why.
Face the wall.
Face the wall! Benny!
All dead.
I don't care what it shows!
I don't like it.
I appreciate that,
it's
but I don't
again.
care what it shows. It's wrong. I was there. We got the right guy.
My partner and I busted this guy Fassel when I was a beat cop 13 years ago. He killed 7 people. Now they want to let him go so he can kill again. I can still remember the sound of the blood squishing under my shoes. This guy Fassel's just standing there.
So you didn't actually catch him in the act?
10 seconds earlier through the door and we would have.
He didn't even catch himself in the act.
Tell me you got good news.
The DNA fingerprinting does indeed exonerate this man.
Well, you take Mulder away and you just get all the, religious shit. Do you think while he was locked up that he wasn't experiencing this? But now that he's out, it's back?
Seems like, I think it started when he picked up the rosary, to be honest.
What would be the harm in letting us look through your documents pertaining to this case? I mean, who knows? Maybe we can save the city some settlement.
Or maybe it gets
Somebody
me
was
when
really
you
working
take your
overtime
jackpot
with the
when Jenna
footsteps.
Fain starts
I know
calling
that's
for vendetta, yelling at the papers about the disgruntled former cop who's out to get her client.
Must have been a career maker.
Well, it didn't hurt when I put in for detective.
Pivotal.
Murders have been front page news for weeks.
I just worry that maybe this is about you feeling guilty.
I feel guilty. Like what, subconsciously? Like I was told I sent an innocent man to prison, only I refused to accept it?
A little.
A cop I know, a man I respect deeply, he told me one time, you don't clock out at the end of your shift unless you know you did everything you could. That's what this is about. Me not clocking out.
Everything you could? Everything you could?
Whatever it is, it's coming for you again.
Doesn't that thing seem like it's having the opposite effect of what it should? Like in the car when he grabbed it, that thing came up, and then when he jammed it again, it came up.
It looks like we're just gonna face facts.
Duke, you were there that night. Fessel was the only one in the house. He killed those people.
John, wise up. Will you drop this thing?
You said never to clock out.
I think it's wonderful that all you've been through hasn't diminished your faith.
I pray all the time.
I know
That's how
someone's
something got in.
Yeah, something got in.
Gotta shut that line off.
Okay, goodbye.
Hang up.
Goodbye.
Uh-oh. Back to jail.
Doggett's gonna be insufferable.
Oh, he is.
They're not gonna find his DNA again now.
The retests of the typing confirm the original results. That the hair samples do indeed belong to someone other than Robert Vassell.
Is it demon
So what
hair?
do we do? We just go home?
I spoke to the forensic examiner who ran the tests, and he found a match in 12 of the 13 key genes. In fact, it is remarkably similar. It is so similar that it must be from
Doesn't
a
look like
blood
it. I mean-
relative.
Evil fraternal twin.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Vassell's an only child. His parents died when he was 13.
Did
He's
he?
got nobody.
I mean, what if they had two and put one up for adoption?
I don't know why you would do that.
You're like, I can't have two. That's too many. You
Maybe
want
they,
one.
maybe they just sensed the evil of him.
This one emanates evil.
Did you get dressed and come on
Still
downstairs?
alive.
This morning I noticed something that I have to talk to you about. The dresser drawers in my bedroom had been open and somebody had been through my things. As it happens, I was called down to county lockup on behalf of another client. If you're going to stay here, then you have to respect me, my privacy, my possessions. Help yourself to breakfast. Mrs. Dowdy seems to be running late this morning.
I think I'd have kicked him out at that
For
point.
sure, yeah, absolutely.
Who did he
Bro,
kill?
what are you doing? If Bob was as good, maybe just be in jail. You know, if that's the only way to get your evil other half to not kill.
Was that like the maid?
There's another murder they don't know about.
Ooh.
Bob Vassell's cellmate was a biker named Spud Jennings.
Didn't
Real
stop him,
badass,
really.
or at least he thought he was.
One problem. This isn't Fassel.
This isn't anybody. This man doesn't fit the description of any inmate currently incarcerated here.
However you slice it, I'm thinking this bearded man was the one who committed the other 7 murders. I think we can prove it. DNA evidence in the Sing Sing murder was gathered and filed by the prison authorities. All we have to do is compare it to the DNA from the 1989 murders.
The 1989 evidence has to be thrown out.
What are you talking about?
The hair samples logged to your crime scene, Agent Doggett, were not there on the day the crimes were committed.
What the hell?
Are you accusing me?
His
Are you
partner.
accusing me of planting evidence?
I am
his
simply
partner
stating
did.
facts, okay?
That's why he was kind of like, oh, well,
Yeah, let's let it go.
no need to look into it any
I'm
further.
retired, so it doesn't matter.
I'm the assistant district attorney.
I want to go back.
I'm sorry?
Please send me back to prison.
He is a good guy. Oh. Is he getting him in the back of the neck?
I'm sorry, John. Your friend Fassel. You know this is going to come out. But no one's going to hear it from me, but I can't put Agent Scully on the spot. I can't ask her to lie.
No one's gonna hear it from you,
You
John.
son of a
Gotta
bitch!
protect the
This is a felony!
Yeah, it is.
I don't know how I can forgive you for this.
He's like a pro disposing of bodies.
Like, you want to go back to jail? Why are you even doing this?
So it was me. I did it.
Are you a Catholic, Paul? Comfort in times of tribulation.
Duress.
And watching you now, I get the feeling
Murder.
that this is a tribulation for you.
What if a man of profound faith, a devout Catholic, was incapable of contrition? Might not someone like that manifest a second personality?
But it wouldn't explain the DNA.
You have a picture.
He changes his
It would
appearance.
if he physically became that other personality.
So what, we moved on from Casper the Friendly Ghost to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
There is a precedent
Literally.
in the Catholic canon itself. Transubstantiation.
I never heard the story about the guy becoming another guy.
It's the one explanation that makes sense. It explains what happened 13 years ago, and it explains what's happening now.
Makes all
What
the
you're
sense in the
saying is-
world.
Because this man won't face himself, won't face his own sins, that he is forced to become someone else.
So how does someone go about catching a killer who hides inside an innocent man?
And also, how do you convict him? or try or like
Prove it.
punish him in any way. Uh-oh. We all know.
You're checking out the
There
front
he
door.
is. Are you gonna like see him transform? How does this work exactly?
Where's Bob Fassel?
Oh, he was right there, and then he wasn't. I don't know where.
Agent Reyes.
Call the police.
You are the police.
You could have gone either way.
Whoa! That would be so much grosser than that.
It would be.
Oh, they're gonna
Okay.
find all the bodies. Dang, this is why you gotta have a bit of a bad time. Like,
Yeah, let it out a little
too
bit.
much.
Let it out.
You can start killing everyone.
Oh God.
Oh, they're gonna kill him. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
You're not just a murderer, you're a sinner.
Sinner. Sinner.
Damn! She thought I shot him in the throat. Oh, did he turn back into Bob?
Of course he did.
Oh, you killed an innocent man. What's the matter with you?
I can't accept this. If you can, God love you, but it's not the way my mind works.
You closed
Brick
this
wall.
case.
We don't want to be letting any innocent people out of prison just in case they have a second side.
Yeah, they could be their inner shadow self and manifesting into a
With
whole
a
new person.
just a slightly different DNA sequence.
Are we even sure that was his hair? Because they planted it from the other victims, but what if that wasn't him?
They planted it from the other crimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but those were all
I mean,
him.
who else's DNA would be that close to his? I think that's what they were trying to say there.
Weird.
Yeah.
Catholic guilt,
Hmm.
repression.
Maybe just occasionally steal like a candy bar. just so you're not repressing yourself too much. Not even intentionally, like accidentally. Like when you accidentally keep something in your cart when you're doing self-checkout, just don't go back.
Right. That's enough.
We've all done it.
Just let a little bit out. Just a little trinkle.
Like, ooh, I should go back,
Yeah.
but I won't. I got one over on them, and I don't even have to feel bad about it because
Yeah.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Well, I wonder what happened with the cop who planted evidence.
I don't
Because
think
there
I don't think we're gonna find out about.
Well, there wasn't even like a moral judgment on that.
No, there wasn't. And like honestly, it seems like one of those scenarios where when he got out, he started kind of killing people again. So it was like
100%.
that cop kind of feels justified. He's like,
I
oh,
know,
well,
because it was him, and
Yeah.
when he got out, when he got exonerated, he killed again.
Yeah.
So the message of this is horrible.
It doesn't always have to be like.
But it's like, see, cops should do things like this potentially if it is for good. It's like, no, bitch, no. I mean, that's what
It's a
Mark.
slippery slope.
It's what Mark Furman did. Like, yes, OJ killed them, but like that just proves that if they're gonna do it to OJ, they're doing it to so many other people.
Yeah.
It's so fucked
I
up.
don't actually know what you're talking about.
OJ Simpson.
No, I know of O.J. Simpson.
Mark Furman planted the glove, but he did it. You didn't
yeah.
need to do that.
And if he hadn't,
And if he hadn't, he wouldn't have gotten.
Yeah.
But he was a known racist, and like he was doing it because he definitely wanted him to. I mean, OJ did do it, but like,
yeah,
it proved the corruption inside
Yeah.
the LAPD.
and as a juror, it's like, oh, I have a seed of doubt now.
Yeah,
Like, what else might they be planting?
yeah. The glove didn't fit.
Yeah, you gotta
You
quit.
must have quit. But yeah, so like it was throwing around a lot of ideas or whatever, but it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know if it all lands for me.
yeah,
I mean, I think it's an interesting take to be like, if you are someone who's just like, I can't do anything wrong. I can't do anything wrong. But there's actually a part of you that wants to do something wrong, and that like manifests itself into a killer that literally
Was he
transmogrifies
repressing like
yourself.
feelings of wanting to murder people?
Has to be. It was him.
Yeah.
And he. But
I mean, maybe the Catholic guilt was good in his case if he was going to grow up to
that's
like,
what I'm
wanna
saying.
murder
Like
people.
that's like also a bad message.
Just don't do it quite that hard.
Yeah, like, but that had to be, or what if that's what it is? Like you repress all the little things and it grows into like
Yeah.
a new want for murder.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. But also, when you put Doggett in this, and he sees for himself, they were chasing the bearded man.
They're like, you think you're frustrated by Scully not believing things
No,
she says?
Doggett's more hard-nosed about this than she ever
We're gonna
was.
create a character that's gonna.
Because she eventually, and even when things were happening that she couldn't explain, she's like, just, well, that was unexplainable.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, that wasn't what I saw. I'm wrong. I've been up for 48 hours. I had this traumatic thing about my ex-partner.
Everyone saw it, but
Yeah.
they
It's a mass delusion.
Folie trois. Folie de trois.
Foley, was it just 3?
I don't. So as far as I can go.
I just think of Hamilton.
Oh yeah, said
Split enough. Said enough.
Folie de neuf.
Fully enough. Okay. Weird, but also, I mean, I like the idea of like going back and showing something that Doggett had worked on before, and like this was the case that kind of broke open.
Broke him open to being a detective. Like, probably like
Set him on
solidified his
course.
pathway into the X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
Made him probably want to be a FBI agent,
Yeah.
and that guy seemed like he raised him, and then he finds out all that's.
It was a bad day for Doggett.
Yeah.
But that's pretty common occurrence.
Yeah.
No wonder he has no like silly side.
He's had a hard life.
Oh, what if like he
He's
manifested?
like, oh yeah, your sister was abducted by aliens? Is that what happened?
No.
My son was murdered.
What if like all of his sadness
Oh no!
makes like a silly goofy guy?
and
And it's
that'd be
Mulder.
great. A silly, goofy John. Well, it wouldn't look like. Yeah, it'd be Mulder.
It would be Mulder.
Love that.
Okay, so this was the vibes were good. Like I like the eeriness and all that stuff.
It's just the every point hit was like no.
Actually, no, don't say these things.
No.
Yeah. Well, no one was in a coma.
Yeah, that's a plus.
That is a positive. So, but many murders.
Well, I was gonna say traumatic brain injuries, but that doesn't really happen. It's usually like for some other reason.
Yeah.
Inexplicable reasons. What happened to Monica when she? Oh yeah, she got drugged by that doctor. Right?
Oh yeah. Last episode. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back soon.